Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a get ready with me. I'm going to be showing you guys my updated makeup routine and we're going to just be chatting about life and everything that's going on. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first step is to moisturize. I'm going to be using my Dermalogica Intense Moisture Balance Repair. This is absolutely amazing if you have dry skin, if you have oily skin, combo skin, whatever. I guess I shouldn't speak for everyone, but for me, I have oily skin and it's helped a lot to reduce like the oils throughout the day. And I think it's just because if you properly hydrate, then you won't have issues releasing excessive oil. And I'm almost out. Funny story, the first time that I actually got that moisturizer was from a friend. And then the second time I got it gifted to me by a client that we worked with. And yeah, I am like, damn, I'm gonna have to pay for it myself this time. And it's like $50 for the travel size. And this is a travel size. But can't really complain if I've already had it gifted to me twice. So yeah, it really just feels very like, I wouldn't say too thick. It's kind of like in the middle, but it feels very moisturizing. Like after a few seconds that you've applied it, you can definitely tell the difference in your skin. I typically will massage it down on my neck and yeah, I love it. I use it every day. I wish I was sponsored so I don't have to pay $50 for it this time, but yeah, that's what I use for moisturizer. Next, I use this Milani lip scrub. I went ahead and lip scrubbed off camera because the water and everything, it gets messy. I will say that this moisturizer, not this moisturizer, this exfoliant is actually pretty, like it does a good job at exfoliating the dry skin, but it also will moisturize as well. So it's really good at doing both, not just one. But because you can never have enough moisture, especially now that I am living in colder weather, I typically will go in with my Burt's Bees tinted lip balm. And I love this. I'll see. Okay, so the color is actually Red Delilah, and I'll show you guys there. And I just kind of applied on. You guys will see it's such a pretty color. It's just like vibrant. Like it's just a hint of color. You really don't need a lot. And if you've watched any of my other get readies with me, you know that I'm really big on less is more when it comes to makeup. I definitely believe that you should work on enhancing your features, not looking like a completely different person. Now, obviously, when you go out to the club and you're going out to a nice dinner, yes, go all the way out. But still keep it cute, still keep it like you're still gonna be looking like yourself, you know? And I think that's really important because sometimes with makeup, we can definitely get overboard. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm doing everything today. Like I'm doing eyeshadow, lashes, everything that I can think of. But majority of the day, it's too much. And if you're like me, I like to sleep in. I like to not always get ready in the morning, and I just need a quick routine, like a quick go-to makeup routine that I can execute. Gosh, I can't speak today. That I can execute every day, like within 5 minutes. So there you go. But let's go ahead and move on to the next step. Next, we're gonna go in with the Essence Wow What a Brown pen in the shade 02 Brown. And that is what it looks like. And I wanted to kind of, so I have now been officially living in my new city in Fargo for about a month now. Well, a month and let's see, Friday was the 9th, so like a month and 2 days. And I have like mixed feelings about this because I don't know, it's just, I think it's a lot. And then adding winter to it, it's like not the best time to move. I'm somebody that kind of deals with seasonal depression, and that term at first kind of sounds shocking because it's like, I'm not like depressed every day, but I do have moments where I get a little down and I get a little like cranky or irritated. And it's because we don't have enough snow. Obviously, I moved up north. When I first found out that I had the opportunity to move up here, I was like, what's a little cold gonna do? Like, I don't mind the cold, and I really don't. But it's the snow. We get significantly a lot more snow than what we did back home in Kentucky. So that's a big contributor as to how much you can go out and how much entertainment you have available. I'm not very comfortable driving in snow roads. So it's like sometimes I just stay home, like today. The second thing, so yeah, the seasonal depression is like seasonal, whatever, irritation, whatever you want to label it, does contribute to it. So I'm like not sure that this is a fair like evaluation of, how much I'm liking it. But basically, the other thing that I've noticed is like here in this city, there's really not a lot to do. It's a city that's like recent. I don't know if it's recently developed, but it's still being developed. There's a lot of land and there's a lot of expansion that I'm sure is going to happen in the next few years, but there's really not a lot to do. And back home, I'm like, because I used to live in St. Matthews and I used to be able to go to the library across the street. I used to walk around my neighborhood. There was like really nice homes around there. So it was beautiful to walk outside, especially in the summer. There was coffee shops literally like 2 minutes down the road from me. My favorite stores, like literally I lived 5 minutes away from the mall. Even like going out to brunch with my friends or like my family, it was just like there was so many options on things to do. Here, I don't really have that many options. Like there's not 2 malls, and the mall that we do have, it's beautiful. Like it is pretty nice, but the stores are not popping. Like they're not catered to a younger generation is what I've noticed. And it's like, I don't really see myself coming back there. Like I went there for my birthday. It was all right. I checked it out, but there wasn't really anything else to do. And if you're thinking, why would you go to the mall on your birthday? And it's like, I know that sounds dumb, but I didn't really have anything else to do out here. And it's not like I have the opportunity to travel back home because I just moved here. So I'm like still working on getting time off. So it's just been a little bit of a adaptation curve. And yeah, it's definitely different as far as like what I can get done here. Look at me getting distracted, not even doing my makeup. But yeah, it's definitely a big change. The weather, getting adjusted to the weather and like planning around the weather, which apparently I'm the only one that does, because everyone here in North Dakota is like okay with still doing their regular activities in like this cold weather. Like right now it's -5. I'm like, yeah, I am not going out. I thought like, oh, maybe I could go to Walmart and just kind of walk around, do something. But I was like, no, -5. And it snowed all day yesterday. Like, I don't want to be in crazy roads. So I think the weather, like moving here during the winter when there's not a lot that I can do outside, has affected how I'm liking it here. And then also the weather itself. Well, yeah, the weather and the fact that there's not a lot to do here in the city. I would say the third thing is I definitely miss like my family and my close friends. I have been like, on FaceTime and on calls. So it's not too bad. I am thankful for technology. Like I'm able to call up my best friend and chat with her for hours. I'm able to FaceTime, my family, my brothers and things like that. So it's great. But I do just like miss hanging out with my brothers, talking shit on the couch on the weekends, like just cracking jokes or going shopping with my mom. Like today, my mom sent me like pictures of her and my brother out at like Starbucks, and then they were going shopping. They're at Springhurst, which is like, that's where me and her used to go. So I'm like, I definitely feel like I'm missing out. I think another thing is my siblings, okay, yeah, I think I like it. I'm not like really paying that much attention, but I think that now that my brothers are older, and we're getting closer, like in age, where we're like all maturing more, like we're not young kids anymore. It's like our relationships, like we talk about things that are more important and are like more, like, I don't know how to explain it, just like real shit, like about our lives and like our relationships, like people we dated, and just so many things. And it's hard not being able to talk like with my siblings. That, I mean, yeah, I talk with them, we chat on the phone, whatever, but it's still not the same. I just don't feel like it's the same. So they've offered to actually come out here and visit me in February, but there's nothing to do out here, and I kind of feel bad, like you're spending money to come see me, and we're gonna be stuck in the house with the snow. And then even if there wasn't snow, it's like, where do I take you to? Like the one good restaurant we have. And this is not me talking shit, because like I hate to sound negative, because I feel like there is a lot of good things. But I think that right now I'm just not able to see them because I moved at the end of the year or the beginning of the year. And had I moved in the summer, I would be able to explore more and get a better vibe of like the new place where I'm living. So next I'm gonna go in with my curler. I don't know who this curler is by. I think it's like Elf. But yeah, it's just a regular curler. Most of my stuff is drugstore, so I like to kind of keep it simple, unless it's like skincare. That I will spend some money on, but anything else I really don't care. So let's go ahead and talk about the pros of living here. So I would say there's definitely a lot more opportunities, and a lot more opportunities to make more money up north. Like I think in the South there is a lot to do, but I think there's a lot of like growing, newer, like I guess more bigger businesses up north. There's a lot of banking, I think, and in a lot of agriculture. There's a lot of, I think, technology businesses, which I didn't know that before prior to moving here. I know in Minnesota there's a lot of companies as well out there, and they offer like hybrid work and stuff too, which is a plus. So maybe a few years from now I could move down there. It's literally next door, but it also has its cons too. So I don't know. Next, we're gonna go ahead and use my concealer, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me in shade 40. Okay. What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, more opportunities for business and career-wise, more opportunities to obviously make more money. There's newer companies that I feel like are growing, and there's obviously opportunity there. Where there's growth, there's opportunity. So yeah, that there's, things that I've looked at. Also in the summer, what they call the cities, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like Minneapolis and St. Paul. They call that like area, they call it the cities. So in the summer, I'm definitely gonna be going over there. It is like 2 to 3 hours away. No, it's actually 4 hours away or something like that. But I don't mind driving there because they have more to do. Like they have the Mall of America. They have, I have cousins and family on my dad's side over there. There's also like, I feel like it's more of like, I don't know how to say it. Like, I don't want to say progressive, because I feel like where I'm living at now is progressive, but it's more like preppy vibes, you know, like preppy, like bars and restaurants and like things to do out there, like more like what is it called, fresh markets and things like that. Like I like stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna be going to the cities once the summer comes. I feel like they've switched the like little brush on me because it feels like thicker. And I wish they hadn't done that because they kind of just threw me in for a loop. But yeah, so basically what I do is I just go in under my eyes. I use this as foundation. It is not meant to be used as foundation. Some people just go and they straight up conceal instead of doing the foundation step first. I feel like that's what works for me because I can't use foundation. It makes my skin produce more oil. So I stick to concealing and contouring around my face. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the summer. We also do have a lot of lakes here, so there's a lot to do there. I know my family is definitely gonna come visit me in the summer. I'm already planning to visit home in the summer as well, so you know, I'm excited for the weather change, but we still have February, March, April, May. Well, I think around April it gets better. So, and I will say downtown Fargo has a lot of like things to do. So I'm excited for the weather to get better so that I can start enjoying that. Next, now that I've already went ahead and, now that I've already went ahead and applied the concealer in the areas that I want it, I'm gonna go ahead and, crap, where's my beauty blender? I'm gonna go ahead and use my beauty blender and I actually put water on it. I just feel like it helps for me to blend out the concealer better. I don't bring my concealer all the way down here. I don't know why. I just feel like that kind of makes it look like more makeup. If I'm going out to like, you know, a nice bar or out to dinner or somewhere special, then I do apply more makeup. But since we are just doing like a regular day type makeup, I will just do that. So I do let it get a little tacky just so that it makes it easier for me to have more coverage before I blend. But I think that's pretty good. But yeah, you guys, I think it's definitely safe to say that I do miss home, which I never thought I would be missing Louisville. Because we're a little crazy, okay? If you live in Louisville, you know, we can get a little crazy. But I will say, I think why I also miss Louisville is because we do have a lot of diversity. And I think Fargo is getting close to that, but it's gonna be a while before we are like fully diverse. But yeah, it's always, I feel like it's always hard when you move somewhere. You know, if you know me in my personal life, I had to move out of the country when I was 18. And that's a whole nother story that I can talk to you guys about later. I've actually tried to stay away from sharing some of my personal things because even though that happened like, I don't know how long, I'm 31 now. So that happened like 12 years ago, 13 years ago. I just try to keep some stuff to myself. But yeah, when I moved to Peru, it was like not by choice. It was like I had to move, and eventually I got the gist of it. It was good to be back home, to meet, like get closer to my family, to speak Spanish a lot better, and to improve my Spanish. Porque hablo español y cuando yo no hablaba español, cuando yo vivía aquí por mucho tiempo, mi español no era muy bueno. Y ahora que yo hablo español más seguido, sí, mi español es mucho más mejor. Creo que acá ahora en esta nueva ciudad que me he mudado casi no tengo mucha gente con quien hablar español, pero cuando llamo a casa, obvio, hablo español, pero sí, es diferente cuando te mudas, es un proceso de adaptación y adaptarte a veces cuesta. Hay unas cosas buenas y hay unas cosas que son un poquito difícil, pero mayoría del tiempo es algo que podemos hacer si tenemos, si tratamos de adaptarnos lo mejor posible. So, anyways, I had to just throw that out there because, don't want y'all to think that I'm a no sabo kid. Because, yeah, no shame to the no sabo kids. I know sometimes, you didn't have the opportunity to learn, but feel like you can always try to learn. So if that's something that you want to do, definitely encourage you to learn a little bit about your language and your culture. But yeah, so I'm definitely fully Spanish, fully English. So thank you. So yeah, there is what my makeup is looking fully blended. I can blend it a little more because I feel like it needs to. But yeah, so like I feel like I'll be living here for a while. Going back to like what I was talking about, like I feel like I'll be living here for a while, but I don't see myself living here for like all my life or many, many years even. Like definitely gonna be living here for a few years or so, but yeah, I'm not fucking with all these snowy roads and having to deal that for like 5 months of the year. Like no. But we'll see where life takes us. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that I've been thinking like, do I move back home? Obviously not now, but like in the near future, years on the road, like where would I move to next, right? And I actually don't know if I mentioned this in my moving video, but I actually got a 6-month lease at this apartment because I was scared that I wasn't gonna like the building or the people, or if I was gonna have loud neighbors, which has not been the case. It honestly has been such a smooth transition to move to this complex. So I really love it here. So I think I'll definitely be extending my lease, obviously for another year, because I don't want to move anywhere else. And this is so close to my job that I'm like, yeah, it's a no-brainer. But with that being said, I wonder, like, obviously years down the line when I do want to move, I'm like, do I want to move back to Louisville, or do I want to move back to I've always wanted to move back to Virginia, but it's incredibly expensive. So I want to live somewhere where my money goes a long way. And yeah, Virginia is definitely out the option unless I start making significantly more, which I feel like I am pretty well compensated, but it's just a whole, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, so I've definitely been thinking like where, and then I do also think like, I think I am sacrificing, like, I shouldn't say sacrifice because I know I'm blessed to have the opportunity to move to another state and to be relocated, but it does feel like, damn, I did just kind of like up and left my family. And I want to say like, yeah, I did. Like, I feel sometimes like a little bit guilty about that, but I'm like, yeah, I did, because I wanted a better future for myself and I wanted a better future for my family as well. Like, I wanted to show my siblings like, yes, you can get up and move and go somewhere else. And yes, you will end up doing great things if you take a chance on yourself and you risk moving somewhere else. Like, it's so important to, I think, leave your state where you graduated high school or where you lived at for many years. I lived in Louisville for since I was 16, and I moved when I was 30. So it's like, I had been there too long. I needed a change. Do I feel like moving somewhere where I barely get any sun was the best move? Questionable. But I just want my siblings to, like, because they're younger than me, I'm the oldest, so I want them to know like it's okay to risk things and to go and find a better future out there. But I do feel like, man, I am missing out on time with my family, But I definitely have some trips scheduled. I have been saving money, putting money aside so that I can go and visit my family back home, so that it's not so difficult for me to stay here and work, right? I want to stay here as long as possible. So, but I think traveling back home on the weekends or like a 3-day weekend trip or like on the holidays, especially in the summer, I think that'll help a lot. So yeah, but next we're gonna go in, why am I grabbing this? So next I'm gonna go in with my Fit Me powder. It is in the shade 360 Mocha, and I just kind of use it a few times, and then I go on the back of my skin. And then we just I kind of use it as contour. I don't like a super harsh contour unless I'm going out, like to party or something, but it's just like every day, I just do that. And we can do a little more. I don't want to look too orange though. So next, oh crap, I'm such a yapper. I completely forgot, you guys, I skipped this. This is all over the place. So next, I'm actually gonna go in with my mascara. And because I've been striving for a more natural look, I actually have gotten this mascara that is like a brown mascara, so that it's not so like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not so like dark. And I think it's a really cute look for the days that you just want to look like clean girl aesthetic, right? If you just want to look like, oh, I just have a light makeup look on today, this is it. And I don't know if you can see, but there you go. So yeah, guys, that's kind of how I'm feeling about North Dakota and living here. I hope I didn't make it sound too negative, because it really has not been. I will say I really love the place where I live. It's super chill, it's super quiet, super safe. So I'm really thankful for that. And I feel like I'm lucky because I don't know that I could afford this back home. It's definitely more than what I paid at my last apartment. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like it makes sense. I'm glad that I wasn't like cheap, because I do tend to be cheap and get like, I could have gotten like apartment that was like, I don't know, 900 or something. But I was like, I'm gonna be stuck in the house during the winter, and I wanna make sure that I am somewhere nice, and somewhere where I feel comfortable and safe. And I will say, like, one of the things that I love about my apartment complex is we have cameras everywhere. All of the hallways are pretty well lit, and it just feels really safe. Everything is like code and fob based. So like, if you're not meant to be here, like, you're not gonna be here. So I really do like having all that safety and cameras all over, because living here alone, it makes me feel a lot safer. So so that's what we look like after mascara. Next I'll go in with my Ulta Beauty. It's called the Flushed Blush, and I use pretty much the same brush. I have other brushes, but I try not to use too many makeup tools because it's just easier if I want to carry it in my bag. I always go upwards when it comes to my blush, and I do add like some around my forehead because I feel like it gives it a nicer pop. Feel like you can't really see it that well here on camera, but anyways, that's what I do. Next, I go in with this NYX finishing powder, and I feel like it makes a lot of difference. And I use my beauty blender. I don't know if it's right or wrong. Maybe the makeup girlies will tell me like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? But I do kind of go heavy on this because I feel like it helps it set and last longer. And I just kind of apply in my areas where I get super shiny. I definitely, I look so insane, but I will say I do apply it more here because I do get oily. I know I said my makeup routine was like 5-10 minutes long. It hasn't been, only because I've been yapping, okay? You guys are my friends, like the only people that I can really talk to while I'm here. But yeah, I just kind of let that set for a little bit. But have you guys seen what is going on? Like, we are literally 2 weeks into 2025 and it's been insane. Like, the Palisade fires, like all the fires in LA, TikTok getting shut down, which quite frankly, I don't believe. I don't think that, like, they're not gonna miss out on an opportunity to just have TikTok go away. Like, it, one, creates so many jobs with the influencers, which is money that goes, like, the more money influencers make, the more money, like, there is for taxes, right? It creates business opportunities. We have the TikTok shop. Like, it's just so much money involved that I highly doubt that they'll get rid of TikTok. But it's still kind of annoying because it's like, if it does go away, I'm definitely gonna be a lot more bored because I'm here and I typically will come home and just watch TV or watch a movie, make dinner, and I'll get on TikTok until it's time for me to get ready for bed. So it's like, I will definitely be screwed if TikTok goes away. But yeah, let's hope it definitely doesn't. While that makeup is set it in, what I actually do is, because it does make my makeup look so bright or so white and, I guess, how do you say, like, not dry, but like kind of gives me ghost face vibes. What I'll do is I'll go in with the powder again and dust everything off, all of that white powder. Okay, so my storage got a little full, but yeah, I go in with this powder to kind of dust away the white powder that I had applied on to make everything just look more together. I will say, like, I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice, but I don't want to keep applying more because it's gonna look real orange. Not that I'm going anywhere, but okay, I think that maybe looks better. I feel like on camera I look way lighter than I do on person, so maybe if I apply some blush again. This is why I don't do this every day. Typically what I'll do every day if I'm like in a rush, it's literally this, and I'll fill in my brows with my eyebrow pencil, and that's it. I really don't care. Like, it's work. I'm gonna be working in front of a computer all day. And yeah, so, but since we are doing this video, next I'm gonna go in with one of these color lippy pencils from ColourPop. And I bought these a few weeks ago when I was at Target. They were having a sale of all of their Christmas stuff. And I will say, it came with 3 different ones. And I really love this dark color. These are the 2 lighter ones. So I'm gonna go in and just kind of do the outside of my lip. Whoops. I think it looks so good when people do their lip liner, but I feel like mine never lasts. So, and also I have like pretty big lips, so I don't know. I don't know how beneficial it is for me to line my lips. Was I supposed to do that? Oh no. I feel like I'm not someone that can typically do this because I just rush everything like this. It takes too much patience for me, and I don't have patience. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it makes my lips look too big. Maybe I should just do the top because I already have like a pretty big bottom lip. And then I'm gonna go back in with my Burt's Bees. Let's see. I feel like maybe that's too bright. Typically when you lip line, I think you're supposed to add like a lighter color. So let's try this again. It's kind of hard doing your makeup in front of a camera. Yeah, I feel like I already have big lips. Like, this is gonna make my lips look like gigantic. But next, I wanna show you guys this lip gloss. So this is actually my old one because I just got one like last week in a different shade, but I'm really living for these Morphe, what is it called? Drip Glass Drenched lip glosses. Like, look at the packaging. Isn't that literally so cute? And it's like a subtle, nice, like pinky, neutral color. I'm almost out. Well, not almost out, but does anybody else do that? Like, they have to open up their mouth to do their lip gloss. This one kind of reminds me of the e.l.f. There's one that's like the specific color. I think it's like mocha or something, I don't know. But that one is like a lip plumper, and I really do love how that one makes my mouth look. But I'm out of it. I don't know. That's what it looks like right now. Sometimes if I want to look a little bit more done up, I'll go ahead and go in with a brush, and then I will grab this Everyday Faves Ulta Beauty eyeshadow palette. It's a small one, but I really love it because it's got like all these neutral colors, but they're like shiny and shimmery. So if like, let's say you're leaving work one day and you're like, you know what, I think I want to go get a drink, go to a bar, maybe have a nice dinner or whatever, go sit on somebody's patio, then you can just kind of bring your eyeshadow and your makeup with you and kind of just spice up your look from like. So my storage is about to come to an end. My storage is getting full. So this color, whatever it is, if you have this eyeshadow palette, you can look into it, but it's like a light, I don't know how to describe it, like a light tan color, and kind of go in there and just add a little bit of life to the eyeshadow, to the eye area, I guess. Okay, you guys, so that is a finished look. I'm gonna see if I can get closer. All right, you guys, so that is my finished look. It's pretty chill, pretty basic. Still gotta look like myself, just a little bit more of like a pop. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. So I came out to my living room and oh my God, I need to do my makeup in this lighting out here because it looks so much better. So I think this light, just natural light, gives you guys a better look. So what do you guys think? Let me know. I think next time I'm gonna do a more of a full glam, do some like smoky eyeshadow, do some lashes to kind of show you guys, because I know I've done a lot of neutral, natural makeup before, and I think it's getting a little boring. Maybe next time we're gonna spice it up. All right, thank you so much for watching. Comment below, leave a like, share. Let me know what you guys wanna watch next. Thanks, bye-bye.